Hi dear students, in this video I'm going to explain cube roots. Estimating cube roots has same method with the square root, only the difference, negativeness is possible in cube root. In square root you cannot write the negative numbers, it is going to be undefined because square of a number is always positive, which means 3 times 3 is 9. And the negative of this number is minus 3 times minus 3, again it's going to be equal to 9. So the answer of 3 times 3 or minus 3 times 3, it's always positive number. So inside the root, when you are going to write a number, it's going to be positive. And this is the most important part for the square roots. Okay, if we return to cubes, in cube you can write also negative numbers. It means that the result also it's going to be negative. If you write cube root of 64, the answer is positive. If you write cube root of minus 64, answer is going to be negative. And we don't have OR case here. If it is cube root of 64, it has one positive answer. If it is cube root of minus 64, it has the negative answer. So for the cube root, we have only one answer, not like in square root. Here, like in the square, when you multiply the number by itself 3 times, you will get the cube of expression. And if this is the cube of the expression, minus 5 times minus 5 times minus 5, this is the cube. If you do this operation inversely, this becomes the cube root of it. So which number multiplied 3 times by itself? Minus 5 multiplied, so that's the cube root of expression. So cube root of minus 125 is equal to minus 5, and here we don't have OR choice for this type of questions. Okay, cube root of 64, which number multiplied by itself and we got 64? We know that 4 times 4 is equal to 64, so 4 multiplied by itself 3 times, and the answer of cube root of 64, it should be equal to 4. I want to show the difference. Cube root of, let's say this is the E question, what is cube root of minus 64? Cube root of minus 64, if cube root of 64 is equal to 4, cube root of minus 64 is going to be equal to minus 4. What about cube root of 27? Which number multiplied by itself 3 times and we got 27? This is 3 times 3 times 3, which is equal to 27. So the cube root of 27 is going to be equal to 3. And I said before, we don't have OR case here. For understanding the cubes and cube roots of the number, we should memorize this table. So only here we are going to memorize the 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, 6 cube, 7 cube, 8 cube, and 9 cube, 10 cube. Mostly we are going to use this part in our solutions. Maybe sometimes this part and this one also commonly they're used in our solutions. Of course, the negative of them. So you are going to memorize this table also for solving questions better. Okay, now in the previous question I asked cube root of 64 and this was equal to 4 because 4 cube is equal to 64. But as you know here, in the table, cube root of 20 is not integer because 2 cube is equal to 8, 3 cube is equal to 27, and there is no integer number between 8 and 27 which has cube root integer between 8 and 27. And we know that 20 is between 8 and 27, and with respect to that one, I need to estimate the answer. Like I used before the questions, I'm going to write the numbers between 8 and 27, and I'm going to show this table here between 8 and 27, and I'm going to try to approximately guess what is the answer of this question. Okay, when I open this part here, I know that cube root of 8 is equal to 2. From this table, cube root of 8 is equal to 2. So cube root of 8 is equal to 2. And cube root of 27 is equal to 3 is going to be, and with respect to that one, we are going to try to guess all the numbers between 8 and 27 here in this table. So cube root of 9, it's going to be between 2 and 2.1, and cube root of 10, it's going to be approximately 2.1, and so on. If we come to our question, which is 20, here is the 20, so cube root of 20, it's going to be between these points. So you can say approximately cube root of 20 is equal to approximately 2.6. Okay. Now I'm going to solve this question for minus 140. Okay, minus 140. So I wrote the numbers between 125 minus 125 and 216, because minus 140 is between minus 125 and minus 216. So minus 140 is going to be between these numbers. So with respect to that one, if I open this part again here, when I open this one, you are going to see the cube root of minus 125 is equal to minus 5, cube root of minus 216 is equal to minus 6, so minus 140 is between minus 125 and minus 216, and the answer it's going to be between minus 5 and 6. So 140 is between these are the numbers between minus 125 and minus 216, but I wrote the numbers with 10 differences, because it's not possible to write on this page to write all the numbers between minus 216 and minus 125. So by 10 decreasing, I wrote the numbers, and if you want to find the place of minus 140, you should check the distance between minus 146 numbers 146 and minus 136. So it is approximately here. This is the place of minus 140, and the answer it's going to be approximately minus 5.1 or minus 5.2 or minus 5.1. It's going to be, I think it is approximately minus 5.2 going to be. So the minus cube root of minus 140, it's going to be equal to minus 140, it's going to be minus 5.2. When the question is negative, we should find the answer is negative, and we don't have here or choice. This is the last time I'm reminding you about this one.